Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna talk about how doom scrolling is bad for you. So we first of all gonna list out why doom scrolling is bad. Because repeatedly consuming negative or distressing online content can be harmful in several ways. Number one, increases anxiety and stress. Constant exposure to negative news keeps the brain in a heightened threat state, which can amplify worry and tension. 2. Worsens mood and can contribute to depression. Continuous focus on bad events can distort perception of reality, making the world feels more hopeless than it is. It's true for me because oftentimes when I done doom scrolling and suddenly I turn my head around and I feel a sense of hopelessness in this world as too many bad things are happening. So I think you probably can relate. Um, yes, oftentimes we often let those bad news get to us and ruin our peace and mental health, but it doesn't need to, doesn't have to, and we can just cut off and don't let that affect our mood emotionally. Number three, disrupts sleep quality. Late night scrolling, especially on stressful content, delays sleep onset and reduces sleep depth due to mental overstimulation. It's true because oftentimes when I doom scrolling at night, I found it very hard to fall asleep because first of all the blue light from the phone making the brain wide awake. Second of all, my brain is running overstimulated, so suddenly when I turn my phone off, I suddenly feel very bored and nowhere near the sense of sleepiness to enough to get me to sleep. So it's really difficult and take much longer time to fall asleep. And plus, late night doom scrolling, of course, it takes a lot of time at night and it gets you to wake up very late the day after. So it's a lose-lose situation. 4. Reduces attention span and focus. Rapidly switching between posts trains the brain toward short attention cycles, making sustained focus harder. 5. Decreases productivity. Time spent scrolling often replaces work, study, or meaningful activities without delivering real benefit. Yeah, like at least game can get you to play with your friends, socialize and improve your thinking and observation skills, right? Gets you actively engage in that game, unlike just passively consuming content like on phone with scrolling. Number 6, encourages negative thinking patterns. Repeated exposure to crisis heavy content can reinforce catastrophizing and pessimistic thinking. 7. Creates emotional fatigue. Constant emotional reactions to distressing content can lead to numbness or burnout. 8. Distorts perception of reality. Algorithms often amplify extreme content, making rare events seem more common than they are. I think it's not exaggerated to say that many of you here oftentimes than not encounter sudden like shock content on, like, for example, Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, right? Like something like people suddenly die or there's killing and there's hunger, all this stuff is horrible. It's very bad, and you're not supposed to see that. Your brain isn't built to see that awful stuff every day. 9. Increases social comparison and helplessness. Seeing constant problems and others' reactions can create feelings of inadequacy or lack of control. It's true for me when I see other people on Instagram constantly like good people, right? They facing the best of their stuff, and only best people are there to make content. their best at something, they're so good, and whenever I see them, I feel very jealous. Like, oh, I feel bad about myself. Oh, I cannot be as good as others. Like, everyone is good, but it's just illusion. The fact is, most of them are just the highlights, and not many people are that good or that extreme or that impressive, because there are millions of people and there are only a couple of hundreds or thousands that make into the top most impressive human that you ever seen on social media. So it's a very small ratio. Number 10, reduces real world engagement. Time and attention shift away from offline relationships, physical activity, and problem solving actions. If needed, practical ways to reduce scrolling can also be listed. So we're gonna list practical ways to reduce doom scrolling. Number 1, set time limits for apps. Use built-in screen timers, iOS screen time, or Android digital well-being to cap social media use per day. 2. Create no phone zones. Keep phones out of bed, meals, and bathrooms to break automatic scrolling habits. 3. Turn off non-essential notifications. Disable news and social media alerts so you choose when to check updates instead of reacting. 4. Use grayscale mode. Removing color from your screen makes apps less stimulating and reduces compulsive checking. 5. Replace the habit, don't just remove it. Swap scrolling with a quick alternative, reading, walking, stretching, or short task. 6. Set intentional check-in windows. Example, 15 minutes in the morning and evening for news rather than constant checking. 7. Unfollow or mute high-stress sources. Reduce exposure to accounts that constantly post alarming or emotionally triggering content. 8. Move apps off the home screen. Adding friction extra steps to open apps reduces automatic opening. 9. Use app blockers during focus hours. Tools like Freedom, Focus Mode, or Stay Focused can block feeds during work or study time. 10. Avoid scrolling when emotionally vulnerable. Stress, boredom, and fatigue increase susceptibility. Replace scrolling with rest or grounding activities instead. So final chapter here, we're going to talk about a simple daily routine to reduce and eventually break doom scrolling. Morning, first 30 to 60 minutes. Keep phone out of reach while waking up. Do a non-screen activity first, shower, light stretching, breakfast, or going outside briefly. If news is necessary, set a fixed 5 to 10 minute window after you are fully awake, not immediately after opening eyes. Midday, work, study, block structure. Work in focused blocks from 25 to 50 minutes. Put phone in another room or use focus mode during each block. Allow one intentional check window, 5 to 15 minutes between blocks if needed. If you feel the urge to scroll, pause for 60 seconds and switch to a small physical action. Stand, drink water, walk. Afternoon energy dip prevention. Replace passive scrolling breaks with active resets. Short walk, stretching, talking to someone, music without feed-based apps. Avoid quick check sessions, which tend to extend unintentionally. Evening, high risk time for doom scrolling. Set a clear cutoff time for social media or news. For example, from 8 to 9 p.m. Move apps off the home screen or lock them after cutoff. Replace scrolling with a fixed routine, dinner, activity, reading, or a hobby. Night, before sleep. No social media in the last 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Charge phone away from the bed. Use a consistent wind down routine. dim lights, simple offline activity, or calming audio without a feed. Key rule across the day. Check intentionally, not reflexively. Every time you reach for your phone, pause and ask, am I opening this for a specific reason or just habit? Yeah. So that's it. I hope you will succeed in breaking your bad habit of reaching out your phone and doom scrolling for more than 15 minutes a day. To me, scrolling for 15 minutes a day can be reasonable, but any more than that, it is taking up too much of your time that could have been used for studying, working, and improving yourself. So always remember, doom scrolling is bad, and there are ways to fix it. I hope you guys succeed. Okay, see you guys.